I know you got one more game left. Well, first of all, before I even get to that, I wanted to tell you that I'm gonna miss you around here. Um, you're one of the people that makes this banner behind me legit. Seriously, and without you, without a lot of the other, but without you, and I'm just a guy. I'm just a weird guy sitting up here talking to himself, and so I truly appreciate what you've done for me the last 4 years, and so I wanted to thank you before I said anything else. And like I said, I'm gonna miss you around here. And again, I know you still got another game left. You got Hightstown coming up in states. So I truly, and there's a short list of people who I don't want to ramble here, but there's a short list of people that I think represent what a student athlete should be, and you are one of them. From I've never, talking to different people and other teams' coaches, I've not heard anybody say one negative word about you. And again, I don't know what your GPA. What is your GPA, by the way?
Right now 4.2.
Wow, see there. I know I have the right person. So you, to me, are one of the that represents what a student athlete should be. You go about your business. You're not a big trash talker. You don't do any of that. At least that I know of. But
Nah. I just show it on the court. When I'm angry, that's when you see me fly down the court and pop a shot.
okay, all right. So, like I said, you represent to me what a student athlete is supposed to be. You lead by example, and you can take that with you wherever you go into college or wherever you go. And so I appreciate that just sitting up here. But in terms of the game today, Neptune, they battled back a little bit here and took the lead, and then you guys took it over in the fourth quarter. So what was the alarm that woke everybody up in the fourth quarter?
Z for sure.
Okay.
Definitely the get back, get back. He was running down the court with us, so it kind of brought us some enthusiasm. Then we was like, we gotta do it for him.
Now, did he tell you guys, I guess, before the season that this was going to be it for him?
um, we kind of like knew it because like he was the, but like he wasn't. He didn't say it until like a while back,
Okay.
like a little bit
All
back.
right.
So we didn't know, but he said, yeah, this is last year.
Okay. And what's aside from him screaming, what's the biggest memory you'll have of
The biggest memory I'll have is Z. Oh my gosh.
him? I'm sure there's a few.
At practice one day we were playing, and he was playing like on the scouting team,
Okay.
and all you see is him like fall on the ground because he had like tripped over. I don't know if it was himself or somebody else, but then the whole gym just started cracking up.
Oh, I wish the cameras were on. Oh, they got the camera up here, but it's only on during the games, unfortunately. But as far as I know, this season is, tough being in the red division. What, what did you learn, if anything, from playing Aquinas twice a year in South Brunswick and Old Bridge? What did you learn, if anything, from playing, all those teams twice a year?
Honestly, just to never give up. Because a lot of the games that we had, they were close because we were fighting back. So it was like, don't ever underestimate nobody and always fight back. Like, don't just let somebody beat you.
Yeah. And for you, you know, I always said with you, it doesn't matter who the other team is. It doesn't matter if it's Aquinas. It doesn't matter if the team is ranked in the state or not. You go out and you put up 25, 30, this game here, or you had almost 40 against Aquinas last year. So what festers, what gives you that mentality of, I don't care who you are, I'm coming after you? What gives you that?
Honestly, I think it's just like me as a person, like how I was raised. It's kind of just like, you got to prove to me that you're better than me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm better than you. I'm just going to play. Like, you could talk, you could do as much as you want, you can come from here, but all I know is that I stuck with where I'm from. Like,
Mhm.
I'm putting in work too. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do on the court. So you got to show me.
Who's the most annoying? Like you mentioned somebody talking trash or whatever. Like, I don't if you know their name, if you don't or whatever. But who's who's the most annoying? That you faced.
It was the team. I forgot what it was for, but it was one of the it was a tournament we had this year, the Christmas
Oh,
tournament.
Christmas turn. Okay.
The championship game.
Okay.
This one girl just kept talking, like her and this other girl, they just kept talking the whole game, and we're just sitting here, we're just laughing,
Passaic
cause it's
Charter.
like, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
it's like we're just laughing, cause we're like, okay, but we just stole the ball from you. You made a layup, and then we got like 5 baskets off of steals
And
from
they
you.
just kept.
So it's like you can keep talking, but we're just gonna show you. Like,
Well, and that's what you do. Like you said, you I don't even have to explain it. You pretty much got it. You know, um, freshman year, and I remember, talking to you a while back, and I know you sometimes people say things in passing and maybe they don't really mean it. Like you were saying, you wanted to be the best, all
yeah.
time around here. So did you really mean it, or was that something you just
I
blurted?
wanted the way that I think I worded it in a different way. Like for me,
Mhm.
like the way I thought of it is kind of like I want to be the best. I want to show you that I can do what I can do,
Mhm.
but I want to be the best version of me.
Okay.
Like, I don't really care for other people. Like, okay, they did this, that, and third. Like, I'll break records, and it's like I don't really feel it. But it's like I'm doing the best me that I could be on this court. So,
Did you feel like this year was the best you?
not necessarily. I feel like there's a lot of things I could have done differently or smarter, IQ wise on the court. But I think this was the best season of me in high school. I think I learned a lot, and it showed.
When you say IQ wise, are we talking about scoring or are we talking about something else?
Just overall like defense, scoring, making passes, cause everything is like second decision. Like you gotta make a decision in a second. You gotta if you're gonna pass, if you're gonna shoot, if you're gonna go up straight, go like just being smarter on the court.
And do you have a favorite team to play against? I mean, we've recognized that Passaic Charter is the most annoying. So
um, my favorite team to go against. Honestly, any team that like we know it's kind of like when we get there, it's gonna be a little heated. Like it's gonna be, maybe like Old Bridge,
Old Bridge, okay.
Old
I thought
Bridge,
you were gonna say Colonia maybe.
Colonia too. But it's like I don't know. I think it's Colonia,
Uh huh.
but then it's like when we play Old Bridge, it's like Colonia. Okay, we're cool. Like we cool with Maddie and them.
Okay, okay,
And then Old Bridge is kind of like okay, like then you got soccer beef.
okay.
You
All right.
got because everybody plays state sport. You got lacrosse beef, so it's like okay, I don't see you now. I'm gonna see you later. Like
Yeah.
so, it's kind of like okay, you don't like her, I got you.
Okay. See, picture time with you in the background. This is creative. Your mom is getting very creative with the photos here. Talking with Niyell McCargo, and again, unfortunately for the last time for me, as the Lady Raiders beat Neptune. Um, so what you know do you feel like you know nobody's expecting you to win Tuesday against Hightstown? They're the number one seed. You've seen them last year. You know what they've got. You know what they can do.
Number one. That's what they said last year,
Mhm.
but they wasn't playing like a number one. We
Uh-huh.
gonna see. Like I said, I'm never want to talk bad about nobody. I'm not gonna speak behind your back. We just gonna see what happens.
All right, all right, and like I said, you've seen them, so you know they're best players. You know
Yeah.
what they can do. I mean, losing Anne Marie, I'm sure was tough. At Monroe, um, you know, Shad has picked it up a little bit. Tiana, so do you feel like at least the last couple of games that everybody started to play a bigger role a little bit?
I think so. Like I know you see Tiana out here knocking down threes,
Uh huh.
actually taking her shots, cause she's a shooter. Like she just doesn't shoot. She wasn't shooting before. Now she's like knocking them down. We had Katie hit a three the last game. Shot stepping up. Learning the point, learning the plays a little better. So it's just like we lost somebody. Now it's time to like pick it up, get with it. And I
Yep.
think that's what we're doing.
Yep. And a couple more here for Niyell McCargo, and so when you come back here in 5 years, 10 years, and you see your name up there, and I got to see Jasmine Walker play, who's her name is right there, two names above you. I got to see Derva play, she's right above you. But when you come back here and you see your name, up there on that banner, you know, and I probably asked you this before, but now it's like a year later.
Yeah.
What what do you think when then the score still has to go in. The score still has to be determined, but your points. But what do you think when you see your name, in the future?
I don't know. Probably like, man, I'm getting old. But I don't know. I might just seeing that is probably gonna make me like relive what happened on the court.
Yeah,
Cause it's like a lot of history. Like when you look up at all these banners, a lot of history has been made on these courts, and I'm
yeah.
just happy to be a part of it.
And I've told you this before. When I saw you at Linwood, seventh grade, and people were telling me about Nile this, Nile that, and I'm not the biggest optimist. I like to see people, kind
Yeah,
of what you were saying before. I like to see people do it, and so you have far exceeded whatever hype was being thrown around. And like I said, you didn't do it, trash talking or any of that. You went out and you did it, on the court. And so you're to be commended for that. And I've told you this before also, that you could have easily went to Aquinas and fit right in there with all the stars they got there, but you stayed here. So
yeah.
why'd you stay here anyway?
I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal. Like North Brunswick Township, I went right here. Like this is my hometown, and it's like I'm not going to travel 45 minutes to school for no reason, away from all my friends to be on a team where you got people who's like selfish in a sense, like they want what's best for them. I want a team where even if we're not the best, we can build.
Hmm.
Like we built a lot. You still see us fighting. You see us making these passes. You see us scoring because we're working with each other. So it's like I'm very loyal. I love it here.
Now,
This is my hometown.
all right. Now, your mom, she's because I see her sometimes stretching you out, before and during. Is she a trainer?
Nah, nah.
Okay.
She just knows where I'm broken at.
Oh, all
She's
right,
just
all right, all right. Um, how much of a influence, I mean, this, she's your mom, but basketball wise, I mean, how much of an influence as far as basketball has she been for you?
oh my gosh. My mom has been at every one of my games since rec.
Is she standing
And you
patiently
would
waiting for you?
you would think that she was coaching or something, like a ref or something. Cause every game, like it never fails. It doesn't matter if she's sick, like whatever. Like you'll hear her pass the ball, shoot, get back. No, you have number 11. Da 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 da. So it's like,
Oh, you heard that? You, number 11. I assume you
it's
mean
like,
today.
yeah, like.
Ah.
So you'll just hear her on the court, and it's like, all right, ma, all right, I got you. She'll be like, look,
Yeah.
you need to get up on her. She can't go past you. Take that ball. Next thing you know, we got open layups. We going 2-on-1s. Everybody, she's a mom on the court to everybody. Like everybody's like, mom, your mom told me to do this. It works. And it's like, what? Like when did she tell you to do that? So, I think she's a big influence not only on me but on everybody on this team
I was gonna say you're gonna have
for
to bring her
sure.
to college with you. Now, speaking of which, someone, Colonia coach, she was asking me yesterday, and Colonia coach was asking me yesterday, about if you had, committed to a school yet, and so I'll ask you, have you made a decision on that, or
Not yet, not yet.
yeah, do you at least have an offer?
Yeah, I'm talking to a bunch of coaches right now, trying to figure things out.
Okay, because I was gonna
So
say, six.
got one right there.
I see she's waiting for you.
Yeah, yeah.
1,600 points, 4 year starter. I figure somebody has had to offer you, somewhere along the way. So it wouldn't make it. It would just be, I would be completely stumped if you didn't have an offer. But my last one for you is, um, you mentioned being here and playing here, and this is where you wanted to be. Um, what you know when you think about all the moments and everything with your teammates and your coaches and mom, and you mentioned this year about you do some things differently, but I guess big picture, is there anything big, maybe that you would do differently?
Big that I would do differently.
Yeah.
Um, I think trust myself more.
Yeah.
Like especially in the earlier years,
Yeah.
because it would be times where it was like I just used to drive. I didn't trust myself shooting at all.
Okay.
So it would be like I think just trust myself. Like know that you can make that pass. know that you can get up on her. Like you don't have to fall back. You can get it. Like just like believe in myself a little bit more. So like an overall thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you lost a half a season sophomore year because of COVID and such, and
Yeah.
otherwise, God only knows how many points you
Oh
have
my
right now.
gosh, if I would have had that season.
Yes, yes. So, but don't dwell on that. But
Yeah.
what would you say to your teammates? You know, when that one final speech comes, you know, what would you say? You know, maybe it's at the banquet at the end of the year. What would you say to your teammates as you go?
Every day is a new day, fresh start. So just keep living on with life.
Yeah.
It's just a game. So at the end of the day, just keep living.
Well, Miss Niall, you know, I already said, you know, thank you, and
Thank you.
like I said, I'll miss you, and you know, good luck wherever you go,
Thank
whatever
you.
you
Thank
do,
you.
and keep, you know, everything that brought you here, bring it with you, and you'll be fine. You know, just wherever you go. So, you know, thank you. Good luck at
Thank
Hightstown,
you. I appreciate it.
and yep, and tell your mom, you know, thank you as well.
Oh, I will. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.